Aries, darlings, and welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess with Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I am glad that you are here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. If you've been watching my content and haven't subscribed yet, please take the time out to go ahead and click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting new content and so that you can be kept in the loop with what I am doing. Lastly, to those of you who are my members, my Capella members, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I am so blessed to have you as part of my Capella circle. If you are interested in being part of this incredible community where you get access to my free mobile app, you get access to chat with me in the app. You also have access to daily guidance videos, healing videos, monthly healing, what you need to do for the month, what you need to overcome for the month, like blockages and things like that, a whole bunch of other things. Please check out the description box below or head on over to capellawellness.com. Click on the Capella membership category in my menu, my landing page, to see what you're being called to and to try it out for 14 days. Some of my memberships do offer a 14-day free trial. You can cancel at any time. Some of those memberships also include unlimited access to all of my extended videos, okay? What was the last thing I wanted to say? So we are going to be doing your reading for the end of January, all right? There will be an extended for this video, so if you're interested in what the extended is going to entail, please wait to the end of the video. I wish you guys a happy new year, a fantastic 2023. Lastly, if you would like to sow a seed into my mission work, into this channel, you can do so by making a donation or selecting an item from my wish list. Those links are in the description box below. May that be returned to you tenfold. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aries. How are you? Welcome to your reading. Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful New Year. Welcome back if you're returning. If you're new here, thank you for being here for the first time. And I've already said that, but hey, why not say it a second time around? All right, Aries, so we are changing up things on my channel. My guides told me to do a lot of things different for 2023, or at least for now. So what we're going to do, Aries, if you don't already know, if you haven't seen my other readings that I posted, we are no longer going to be doing weekly zodiac readings. That's what my guides have asked me to stop doing. We are going to do 2 readings per zodiac per month. So you will get what you need to know for the end of the month, for the beginning of the month. And right now we're going to do what Spirit wants you to know for the end of January 2023. Whatever comes out, comes out. It's like a free-for-all. You know, if 1 card comes out, fine. If 10 cards come out, fine. That type of thing. So we don't do spreads. We're just going to see what they really want you to know. We'll also get guidance on how to best navigate these energies for the end of January 2023. And lastly, we're going to go look into what your wellness tip of the end of the month will be. All right. There is going to be an extended for this, as I had mentioned in the intro. Stick around to the end so that you can find out what that extended reading is going to include. The link for the extended reading is in the description box below. If I have posted it in the comments, pinned it in the comments, you can access it from there too. All right. So, and if you are interested in accessing all of my extended readings, you can purchase the unlimited extended subscription. That is in my Capella memberships page. The link for that is in the description box below. If you want to save money and access all of my extended readings, you can view them as many times as you want, how often as you want, okay? What is it? How many times as you want, and it's like, as long as you're paying the membership fee, the subscription fee, you get to watch them over and over if you so choose. Anyway, Aries, let's look into what you need to know for the end of 2023. What guidance do we have for Aries? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Wow. Okay. Energy is strong here. I got that very loud and clear. Let's see what this is. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, okay? All right, Aries. So I said it was kind of, it's a little bit much. Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck right here. So you got a paralyzing fear about moving ahead with something, okay? You are causing yourself to be in your own prison, okay? I'm hearing My Own Prison by Creed. So some of you may need to listen to that song is what I'm being told, but with this energy right here, guys, with this Nine of Wands, you got to get out of your head. There's something about you are doubting, you're second guessing something, but it's kind of like this perpetual mind game that you're playing with yourself is what I just heard. It's like you have these thoughts over and over and over again. Like, what if this goes wrong? What if I make this move? What if I speak my truth? What if I do this and it goes south? It's kind of like I'm stuck if I can't, you know, you're thinking that if you do something, you're going to get stuck. It's going to be a bad thing. You're going to end up in a crisis. There's like doom and gloom energy with this Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, guys. So with this overall energy here, you're doubting something. You're losing confidence in something that you're about to do. It's been a long battle for you, Aries. You have been really pushing hard towards something, but it's kind of like you have been winning battle after battle after battle. There's been a lot of trials and tribulations for you, and now you've come to a screeching halt. So it looks like because you were one wand away from completing something, from just like, oh, I gotta let all this drop. I gotta let all of this, I have to let all of this burden, this stress go. It's kind of like, there's something with the Swords energy here, with this Eight of Swords, where I'm getting very strong. There's something about communication or like making a decision on something. When you make this move, Aries, you are going to feel a lot more relieved because you're one wand away from the 10. 10 is burdens and stress, but it's also completion. It's like the brink of collapse. The longer you wait, it's perpetual. It's like the longer you sit on this and you just stay here amongst these swords, it's really, really going to wreak havoc on your brain, your mind, your body. A lot of things are just going to cave, okay? So this in the reverse is the You Got This card, Aries. This ties into my weekly for the week of January 8th, 2023. If you haven't watched it yet, if you look at the end cards, you will get you'll be able to access that reading. If you haven't seen it, if you've already seen it, you may need to watch it again and get something else out of it, okay? Because we did get the Nine of Swords in the reverse for the weekly, and you're one sword away from the 9, one wand away from the 10. So there's something here that you have to make a decision on, but you've got paralyzing fear about doing it because you're thinking that it's going to be a disaster. You're thinking that it's not going to work in your favor. All right. You've been battling this for quite some time, and this self-entrapment has really been preventing you from doing something here that you know you need to do, Aries. And you know, you have the ability to get this done. You have the ability to make something a reality, okay? Because with this energy here, it's really, it's going to consume you, all right? There's something that needs to be released, and I know you know it because I feel it. And if you saw the way the card flew out and ended up on the floor here in the room, it's kind of like, with things dropping, right? You're one wand away from it becoming so much pressure, it's like you're going to collapse. It's got to fall away, okay, Aries? So, yeah, you've been through some battles and stuff like that, but don't stop here. I'm hearing the buck doesn't stop here, because this has been a hard time coming, a long time coming. This has been, it's like you've been living a very tough life here with this Nine of Wands. You are, this could also be having a very hard time with believing in yourself and having self-confidence in what it is that you want to do in life because of that Eight of Swords. Some of you may be on the verge of like having mental illnesses, or you have such fear of what comes next
that, you know, you feel like you want to make a decision and then you stop yourself. It's dead in your tracks. You stop yourself dead in your tracks and say, well, wait a minute. I gotta pull back because I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the end. I've worked very hard up until now, but now it's kind of like I'm doubting what it is that I'm doing with myself. I'm doubting what it is that I'm about to do for my next move. Okay. Um, you're causing yourself to be stuck because something happened here that cause you to lose confidence, to lose doubt, to doubt yourself. And this is kind of funny because I actually went through this before I did this reading. um, I kind of had a low moment, and I got into Eight of Swords, kind of like nothing's happening, nothing's going anywhere, and this is pertaining to my mission work. Okay. And I started to kind of lose faith in what I was doing. And for this month, if you're a member of mine, we've got some heavy energies where the devil's really trying to come in to throw us way off. So this could very well be for you, Aries. And I was starting to really doubt what it was that I have been doing all this time with regards to my channel, with regards to my mission work, that type of thing. And it's kind of like that stuck energy. Like, I feel like I can't move. Like, why isn't anything moving? But with the Ace of Swords, that's not a coincidence. With the Eight of Swords, I'm causing myself those illusions. I'm putting all those thoughts into my head because with that blindfold, I'm trying to look at things in the 3D. What I'm not doing is trusting in my intuition, what I'm feeling, and having God tell me there's stuff going on behind the scenes I know nothing about. With that blindfold on, Aries, you can't see it, but things are happening. All right, and it's been a long time coming with that Nine of Swords. It's been a long, hard battle, Aries, but just because you're not seeing something in the physical doesn't mean that your life is over. It doesn't mean that it's the end of everything. It doesn't mean that what you've been working hard towards, what you've been pushing towards, is not going to come to fruition. Okay, so get out of your head. All right, what is it that you're feeling here? What are the signs and synchronicities that God has been showing you? What have you been resonating with? All right, especially if you get a sign or a synchronicity and it just, you feel light, you feel high vibrational, you get the angel bumps or whatever. um when you have that, Aries, you got to trust in that. Okay, and I know this is like a big message for me. What's funny is that my midheaven is in Aries, and of course that's the cusp of the 10th house, right? Your career goals, how people are going to see you as, what people are going to remember you by. um so there's something here with this ambition, and you guys are Aries, so that's why this is kind of touching up on my stuff too. And I believe with Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde, it's affecting especially you guys, and you guys are ruled by Mars. Okay, and Mars is like in this place right now where it's not gung-ho, it's not drive, it's not ambition right now. It's kind of reevaluating, okay, do I really continue to go after this, or do I go a different direction, type of thing. um, and for some of you guys, Aries, you're having a hard time with this Mars retrograde is what I'm feeling. And it's kind of causing you to have this doubt, to second guess things, and telling yourself, I'm stuck. There's no way out. Like, there's no way I'm going to get out of this. Why isn't anything moving? But remember, take the blindfold off. All right? You know, see with your mind's eye, not with your human eyes. Because you're on the verge of completing something. This Nine of Wands is telling you that you're on the verge of success. This is the last challenge before you reach success, before you reach some sort of pinnacle, the top of the mountain. You're at the peak of something. All right? I'm getting all of a sudden that once Mars goes direct, which is on January 12th, 13th, if I'm not mistaken, it's a few days from now. I'm recording this on January 10th, 2023, which happens to be my parents' anniversary, so happy anniversary to my parents. But this is going to shift gears for you, and Mercury is going to come out of retrograde as well. So with Mars, though, for you guys, you're going to start moving forward. And I'm getting you're going to move forward more quickly with something. Okay, so don't let this keep you from doing what it is that you're so close to completing. All right, because you don't want to be in this energy of Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords where the stress is so heavy, it really affects you in every sense of the word, right? Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You don't want to get to that point. All right, so you don't need to have any fears about anything, Aries, because again, you've got this. You've got to persevere. You have to keep going. You can't give up before the miracle occurs. All right, you're starting to doubt something very heavily, that once you do this, that it will collapse, or you're starting to doubt that whatever you've been working so hard towards, that it's not going to work out. And for some of you, this has to do with work. Others of you, it's a relationship. Or if you, I'm getting, if you're a divine masculine watching this and you're about to communicate with your feminine, or you're about to take action here, you're on the verge of a breakthrough, but you are kind of hesitant because you're having all these very negative thoughts that something is going to go wrong, right? Because Eight of Swords again is that crisis. It's the doom and gloom. It's kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Is this really going to be successful? But don't give your power away to your overactive thoughts. You've got to believe in what it is that you're doing. You've got to trust your heart space here. You have everything that you need to move forward with whatever this is, Aries. Some of you are being very heavily tested because you are on the brink of something big here. Okay? And even though we've got just one card here, like I said, I don't need anything else to kind of channel what it is that I'm getting from this Nine of Wands in the reverse. Because at the end of the day, like, you've got this. You've just got to push through it, Aries. Some of you had a really tough 2022. Hence this Nine of Wands. You went through a tremendous amount of trials and tribulations. Your faith was tested. Your confidence was tested. Your commitment was being tested, okay? And your commitment to something, to someone, is being tested right now. And it's like God's trying to see how much stamina do you have? How much endurance do you have? Yes, it's been tough. Yes, it's been grueling. Yes, you're tired. You're weary. It's like, God, just why? I don't think this is just going to work out because I've been pushing for so long. I've been dealing with all this for all this time. Do you know how many give up when it gets to this point, Aries? You are the true leaders here. You are the trailblazers. You are the pioneers. You are setting the example for others to push forward, to move in the direction of your destiny, move in the direction of your abundance. You are the beginning of the zodiac, right? And your season is coming up in a few seasons. So you guys are setting this example to be like these warriors. You go through the battles, you go through the challenges, the wars, the difficulties, all of the different challenges that you've been through. You guys are the ones to push through it. You're the ones to have that drive, to have that ambition, to have that motivation, to push through. And people are watching you, Aries. So what's going to happen is when people see the success that you're going to come into, they're going to look at you and say, holy shit, look at all this shit that Aries went through. But they persevered. They made it through. They were now able to see the success because they didn't give up. And so many other people, you probably know people who've just thrown in a towel by now, Aries. That's not you. This is not the time to give up. That's not you. You guys set the example for others to persevere. especially if this is work related. Okay. Again, your endurance, your faith is being tested here. God wants to see, do you really want this, Aries? How bad do you want this? And some of you may think, well, this is bullshit because I've been going through so much. Why do I have to, like, I do want it. Why is it that I have to go through all of this? It's because it's preparing you for the next challenge. Because once you hit that pinnacle, once you have that breakthrough, whatever it is that you're manifesting, you're trying to achieve, people are going to want it. People are going to try to tear you down. Okay? It's kind of like if you've got businesses or something like that, and all of a sudden the business takes off and you have all of these different opportunities coming to you, people wanting to work with you, and it's like, holy cow, and all the money starts flooding in, you know, and then you have the relationship of a lifetime that everybody wants. It's like, how did Aries get all this? When you come into that place, Aries, people are going to be like, some people are going to try to like tear you down or try to say shit about you and try to cause you to go back to what you were doing, back to the life that you were living, back to the Aries that you once were. And God doesn't want that for you. So for some of you, that is the challenge that you're up against, because once you get over that hump and you move on to the next phase of your journey, you come into those blessings and things, you're going to be even more tested by other people who are going to try to strip it away from you, who are going to try to put you down, who are going to try to take it away from you. And you've got to have that warrior energy to fight that, to not let people take what you've worked so hard for. And you're going to be that example saying, you know what? I toiled, I labored, I pushed through this. I went through all these trials and tribulations. I went through all these battles. I had all these ups and downs, but I still made it through. Other people want the easy way out. You're not taking the easy way out, Aries. That's not who you are. And these people are going to be like, where'd they get that strength from? Where'd they get that perseverance, that diligence, that determination from, that courage, that confidence? Some people don't necessarily have it in them, not yet at least. And they're going to be the ones who are going to try to sabotage you. Right? I look at Eight of Swords also as like sabotage. This is not where you're going, Aries. And you're going to be very deserving because of everything that you've been going through this entire time. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'll be completely vulnerable with you like I usually am. I was sitting here crying before doing this reading. I had to pull myself together. I was talking to a client about it, and I was like, I said, God, I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been working hard. I've been pushing. It feels like I'm getting nowhere. Right? In the 3D. But at the end of the day, I haven't given up. I know a lot of people who've gone through similar situations, battles, and challenges that I have, and thrown in the towel right then and there. They totally missed out on their miracles. I know at some point something's got to give. The dam's got to break. Like, I've got to push through it, because this too shall pass, right? At the end of the day, something is going to turn around. And for some of us, it's been a long time coming. You can't give up on this. You are on the brink of something big. Some of you know it. But it's kind of like that Ace of Swords, you're doubting. You're not sure. It's like, do I just give up and just, that's it? I'm going to end up in ruins type of thing with this Eight of Swords? No, you're not. No, you're not, Aries. Okay, again, you've got this. Don't put up your defenses. okay? Don't be like getting all mad and agitated and angry and temperamental. It's like, why, God, why? I was making sure that I didn't get myself to that. I just prayed about it. But first, pray. That's why I have this. I was sitting right over there. I was doing my earth sign videos, getting them ready for publication and stuff like that, and I was like, I gotta continue with my mission. And I remembered when I pulled the card for me earlier, when I was at my sister's house, right before the new year started, and I asked God a question, and I got the Moonology card that says your commitment's being tested, and God reminded me, remember, Jess, your faith's being tested, your commitment's being tested. I've been going through a lot of tests for quite some time, and some of you have been going through the same. But those who persevere, they're the ones who get greatly rewarded. Because God isn't going to give anybody just anything for doing the bare minimum. Nobody gets the reward, gets the trophy, gets the accolades with doing the bare minimum. Right? You gotta push through it. Even when it seems impossible, even when it seems like nothing's gonna happen, nothing's gonna come of it. So let's see what guidance we have for you and how to best navigate these energies for the end of 2023. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. You got quite a few cards. I'm sorry. Defenselessness. Righting past wrongs. Uprooting. Well, feeling defenseless. Either you're defensive or defenseless. Like, no power. I've got no power. So look at this. See what I was saying? I'm sorry. Somebody's on the verge of apologizing for what they've done. Like, they felt powerless. That's the Eight of Swords there. Like, don't give your power away to these thoughts of yours. Some of you, or you're dealing with somebody who's going to come to you to apologize and be like, they're tired, they're weary. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I did this, that maybe your person was defensive. They were doubting you. They had this lack of self-confidence. They were afraid to tell you the truth. They're afraid to be honest with you. And they're on the verge of apology. I talked about like communicating the truth or something, did I not? And there, for some, it's this thing right here. I'm sorry. Righting past wrongs. Look what I said about praying. These people, or the reflection in them, this person's praying right here. Some of you are praying because you're like, God, help me get through this. Prayer is really big right now, Aries. They want me to read that card, but I'm going to go look at the other ones. Portal. Doors are opening. You decide rewards. And the wild card. You see what I said. You're on the brink of receiving your rewards. I talked about the trophies and the accolades. It's right here. Okay? That portal has been opened. You just got to walk through it, Aries. You're about to walk through that portal to your abundance. The doors are opening. It's you are free and clear to move about the cabin. Southwest Airlines. I don't know if somebody works for Southwest here. I just heard that, but that's kind of interesting. Empathic Starseed. Did somebody notice my logo at the airport? I pick up on some weird shit, guys. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. I believe Taurus got this. So some of you are dealing with a Taurus, or you have Taurus in your chart. If you haven't seen the Taurus reading that I put up, please go watch it. There's a message for you there, Aries. See, some of you with this fueling other people's energies. This may not even be yours, Aries. Or you're putting up these walls, these blocks, these defenses because it's like you don't want to have those thoughts. You don't want to deal with those predicaments. You don't want to deal with uncertainty and fears and feeling stuck. So you're going to have to use discernment. Either those are your energies, or you're dealing with a lot of people who are causing all of this like heavy energy here. This is about you setting boundaries too, okay? Learning for when you all of a sudden your vibration changes and it's like, think for a minute, it may not be yours. Now that I'm saying that, when my vibration totally changed when I was doing my work and doubting whatever, I may have been picking up on somebody else's energies right at that moment. That's something for some of you to think about. The other card is a double mission. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. I think Virgo got this. Or Taurus too. Can't remember, but one of the earth signs did. You're here to change the world, Aries. You've got your individual mission and the collective mission. You're a lightworker and a starseed. That is a huge role to fulfill. You've got dual roles here. Alright? This is not easy. That's why a lot of you are going through these trials and tribulations and you're starting to doubt yourself, because it's like, how much more do I have to go through this? And you know what's crazy? I even told God, I said, God, being a light worker, a starseed is hard, because I'm one of these too. We feel deeply, like you really want to like save the world and do all these things, and this ambition, this drive that you have is something that other people don't have. And it irks you when it's kind of like, why don't people have that same drive and that same ambition, right? Again, you guys, that's part of you, Aries. And with this guidance here, understand that what you're going through, it's not the end of the world. It's part of the fact that you have that double mission. And you guys get disappointed time and time again. And you're good to go one day, you're all confident and courageous, and then the next day or some other month or whatever, you start to doubt. Waxes and wanes, ebbs and flows. It's part of life. But at the end of the day, Aries, you have to be you. This double mission stuff is not easy at all. And a lot of people don't understand it either. But you're the ones to be the trailblazers in all this. The bottom of the deck is the cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Look again with the prayer that I talked about. Some of you need to up your game with the prayer. It's kind of funny because, again, when I was sitting there and I looked at this right here, I started to pray to God to just give me the strength to keep pushing forward, to help me to not give up. I swear to you, it's like they told me to do the fire signs today, and again with my midheaven and Aries, it's like, I know this is for me too. In the moment that I prayed, I even talked to my divine masculine about it. He gave me encouragement, and it's kind of like, okay, I gotta be up and at 'em again. I gotta go back to my mission work. I've got a purpose here. I'm helping somebody along the line. For right now, I feel like I want to help way more people, and I went back to comparing myself to like other readers, other channels, other people who do similar work to I do, and I'm like, nah. And God was like, Jess, your mission's very different. And part of that, and it's a lot of you who are watching this, it's because you've got the double mission. Other people who are doing similar to what you're doing, they don't have that same mission, guys. Keep that in mind. Okay? You got to stay devoted. You have that cosmic heart. The cosmic heart, not the human heart, guys. The one that you are one with the cosmos, the one where you are connected to the universe. You're more about oneness than most people are. And this is why this is very difficult for you. And why you feel a lot is that empathic starseed. That's kind of tough, guys. It's heavy. It's not easy to fulfill those roles. So you've got way more power with that potency, with this cosmic heart, than you think you do. But at the end of the day, it's like, prayer is what's going to get you through a lot of this. That's one thing that I've been doing more of. Now, I do my prayer meditation in the morning, I pray over my food. But when I got to that lower place out of nowhere earlier today, before I did these readings, again, there's a reason why I got this over the weekend. But first, pray. And God will remove all of those things that you are getting caught up about. The Eight of Swords energy with the Nine of Wands, okay? Just keep pushing through it. I'll be honest with you again. I just wanted to not record today. And then I prayed about it again. God's like, Jess, people got to hear what you have to say. Even if it's 10 people. Because I know some point it's going to change. And then I was thinking about in 2021, when my channel blew up all of a sudden out of nowhere during the summer, and it's kind of like, what happened to it? Test. And my endurance, my stamina, my faith, because for you guys who have these double missions, the bigger missions than what other people have, this is not comparing, it's not saying that nobody's better than anybody else. It's just the cards that you were dealt with, okay? It's because of what I said earlier. When you get the rewards and the accolades, the big things that are coming to you, you gotta be in your warrior power to not allow people to take it from you. Because if you are weak, if you are defenseless, you will lose everything you've worked so fucking hard for. And I wouldn't want any one of you to lose any of that. And this goes for me too. I've come too far to give up. I put too much time, effort, blood, sweat, tears into this. Everything will go to waste, in a sense. It's not. And God revealed that to me again, and that's what I used to teach before, but then now I have to kind of follow my own teachings, right? But we're human, are we not? We're human. You know? What was it they wanted me to read? They wanted me to read Portal, and they wanted me to read... What was it, guys, that I said? The I'm sorry card, okay? I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna turn on my other light. Here you go. Let there be light. Okay, so the I'm sorry card. Here we go, before I burn my hands. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we first must acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. And I was talking about something being perpetual. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the pattern that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? Stop putting up walls for some of you. Some of you, this literally has to just do with being sorry for what you did. There's nothing wrong with that. It actually frees you of your karma. Okay? Drop your walls. Drop your defenses. And some of you had to put up boundaries for certain things. To put up your defenses. Fighting for what you know is right for humanity. Right? With that double mission that you guys have. Some of you do have to work on your ancestral line. I do offer an ancestral pattern healing session, reading. It's underneath the healing category of my Capella service suite. If you go to capellawellness.com, go to the service suite and you click on the drop down, you go to the category healing. There's an ancestral pattern healing reading there. That is a very, very powerful reading. For those of you who have done one, if you can put in the comments how it helped you, that'd be great. But I know for a lot of people that I've done it for, it's really opened their eyes to better understand why they do the things they do. And what karma they're bringing from their ancestors, okay? So we'll look at the portal card. LMNOP. Doors are opening for you, Aries. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. Now, I just read this. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. There's something... Maybe somebody's literally traveling to see someone from a far distance to say sorry. That's not going to be for everyone. That's for at least one person here, okay? If that's you, this is also going the distance. This is about if you've been hesitating on traveling to see someone to apologize in person, and you know that that's the right thing to do, righting the wrong, to stop being all like defensive about it and being stubborn. It's eating you up inside for whoever you are, because you know you're going to feel a lot more relief, like I talked about at the beginning of the reading, when you actually come forward. And maybe some of you or somebody here is saying, you know what, I'm not going to say it in an email, I'm not going to say it over the phone. I'm going to go travel to see someone and look them in the eye and apologize. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. I just got angel bumps with that. What would you most like to experience? Wow. Okay. All right, guys, before we go to the extended, I'm going to pull a wellness card for you because wellness is what I'm about to. All right. So if you're curious to know what the extended is going to include, we're going to go look into what's blocking you. All right. Part of this 9 of Wands energy and how we're going to clear those blocks. All right. Because some of you, you're blocking those rewards from coming in. And part of it has to do with the 8 of Swords too. Okay, so we're going to look into what's blocking you from your rewards, from your abundance from coming in, from your manifestations from coming in, and how we're going to clear that. We're also going to look into what archangels are supporting you for the end of January 2023. They have a lot of guidance to give. They have some very, very insightful guidance. So this is also going to be your opportunity to work with these archangels to help you for the end of January, all right? And then we're going to look into what's going on with your person at this time, as well as what messages they have for you. And they could be giving you messages of encouragement too, Aries. So it's not just about how they feel about you and that type of stuff, because it's like what my divine masculine told me earlier today. And this morning, even during my meditation, I talk to my person every morning telepathically. Your masculine will always, or your person will give you that encouragement. It could even be somebody who's passed on, okay? It does not have to be your person, a love interest, all right? It could be your passed on grandmother, grandfather, brother who's giving you encouragement, all right? So I will pull message cards as well to see what they want to say to you in the extended. So let's see what your wellness tip for the end of January 2023 is. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I just got some massive epiphany. Unsubscribe from unwanted emails. Less email notifications equals less digital distractions. Some of you, you know, when you get that notification in Gmail, do you want to unsubscribe from this? Do it. You don't need all those notifications, Aries. You don't need all that junk mail. You don't need all those things. Understand what is important, what you need to be in your inbox, and what needs to really be sent to your phone. Plan a holiday so you have something nice to look forward to. I talked about travel. Here it is right here. Okay? Martin Luther King Day is coming up. So maybe some of you should go away for that 3-day weekend. For those of you who are in the States, okay? Others of you, this is just going on a vacation. Enjoy some time off. Plan something fun. So you have something nice to look forward to. Get your mind off things, okay? This 9 of Wands, this 8 of Swords stuff. Go do something fun, guys. Do something for you. And get excited. It's funny because I just came from a trip, but I was talking to some people about I need a vacation from a vacation. Bottom of the deck, ban screen time in the bedroom between certain hours to avoid scrolling before bed and when you wake up. This is hard for some of you. Okay. I know I've gotten caught with like trying to scroll through stuff right before I go to bed, and I'm like, nope, I'm just going to listen to music and just go to sleep. Or just go right to sleep. Okay, this is going to help you, because for some of you, this stuff that you're doing before bed and when you wake up, it's causing this. Okay? It's causing mental instability. It's actually giving an onset of anxiety and stress, because you're getting like this overload of messages, or overload of prophetic words, or overload of guidance even, you know. It's kind of like maybe some of you watch me before going to bed and you watch me when you wake up. So if that's you, you may want to take a break. In, you know, if I'm giving you the guidance and stuff like that, that's awesome. I appreciate you. But even if it's me, okay, don't do all this YouTube reading, Instagram swiping, scrolling, whatever, before bed and after. Like when I wake up, the first thing I do is listen to my one song. I meditate. I do a meditative stretch, and then I pray for at least an hour before I do anything. Okay. Now, if there's a text message I have to answer, like it's emergency or whatever, or somebody needs something from me, okay, fine. But I'm not going straight to YouTube once I wake up. I'm not going straight, and I don't really like Instagram anyway, but social media is not really my thing. It's kind of funny that I'm doing this. But anyway, you get the point. Okay? You want to be in a state of peace and a state of mental stability, not a state of mental instability, because too much gets put into your head, you get bombarded with things, and then you're kind of erratic, and then your day starts off on the wrong foot. All right. Okay, Aries. So that is your reading. Again, we're going to go to the extended. All right. We're going to check in some other stuff. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and join me there. The link for the extended reading is in the description box below. Again, if you're interested in viewing all of my extended readings, there is a separate subscription, $19.99 a month, to access all of those extended readings however many times you want. All right. Don't forget about my Capella memberships. It's kind of like my own Patreon, but I built it on my own website where you get bonus content. You have an awesome, safe place to voice your opinions, to vent, to get support with my Capella Circle. I have tarot packages where if you want to hone in on something in particular with your journey, you can save money with those packages. And it'll give you kind of like help you to deal with like I have Capella packages on healing, on the divine feminine stuff, the divine masculine stuff, on the light counterpart, the twin flame stuff, on your past life stuff, those types of things. There's a link to my packages in the description box below. Go check those out if you feel like you need a lot more guidance and a lot more support. And you will save money if you're going to be purchasing one of those packages to hone in on something that you really want to work on. Some of the memberships that I do offer have a 14-day free trial, so you can just try it out and cancel it if you need to. No harm, no foul. There's no hard feelings if you do, okay? And yeah, if you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and do so to support this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. I'm going to say that again in a few minutes in my outro. But leave a comment too if you feel like you need to, or if you want to kind of back me up in talking about not giving up, or you want to put your story in about what trials and tribulations you've been dealing with. I gave my story, so if you feel compelled to share yours, by all means, Aries. Someone is going to benefit from it. All right. Okay, Aries, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up. And I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. And always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.